swore to God I would never become one of those pit viper wearing douchebags. Look at you now. Gentlemen, welcome to the shop. Today we've got something I've wanted to use for quite some time. I actually haven't even got a chance to do it this year because of how cold it's been. It's still 45 degrees here. It's not even close to being spring yet. I shouldn't even say that. It is technically spring, but it's Minnesota, so you never really get that transitional period. With that said, I picked up a Ryobi foam gun for like $37 at Home Depot. Waste of money. It literally dropped 8 inches from my hand to the ground. Dropped it on the cement, and of course, shut the little on-off nozzle. With that said, I picked this up for 20 bucks on Amazon. I'm gonna see if this bad boy works as advertised. I'm gonna go and get an affiliate account relatively soon with that Amazon. For 20 bucks, you get a set of new 5 nozzles, right? And it feels so much nicer than Ryobi. I don't know why I wasted my money on that Ryobi to begin with. With that said, let's go get started. I just realized my microphone had come off my shirt, so if it doesn't sound great, I apologize. It's back where it needs to be. Who would put this giant heater in the corner? I didn't do that. Look at how much more, you guys can't tell. I'm gonna show you a picture of the Ryobi. Look how much more skookum this bad bitch is in comparison. You cannot convince me that Ryobi makes a good product. I'm gonna stop the video right here. This is not a trashing of Ryobi. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place for it, right? Everybody's first set of tools probably is something like Ryobi. That was mine anyway. However, there is one good product that Ryobi has made. I cannot overstate how solid this piece of gear is. In fact, partway through this video, I tried to talk about it, but I couldn't find the tool itself. I think it's called a water broom. Boom, there it is. 50 bucks, depending on where you go. Home Depot was selling it for 50 bucks. It was on sale for $11. And for 11 bucks, I'm like, I'm gonna give it a shot. You know what? I'm gonna throw some footage up of me using it. Again, fantastic product. If you do get your hands on this Ryobi water broom, I would suggest paying less, way less than 50 bucks. So you can get like a decent one on Amazon. I would assume is decent for around the same price. It's got 4 jets. Ryobi one has 3. It actually works out nicer because you can fit in between smaller spaces. With that said, I do highly recommend that specific Ryobi product. With all that aside, I do not suggest going with Ryobi. A poor man can only afford the right tool once. So I don't remember specifically what the ratio was of this soap. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like, I don't think it's an ounce per 5 ounces, something like that. We're gonna have to wash the side-by-side because the side-by-side's already been through hell and back just in terms of mud. You've got your fill lines right there, ounces, milliliters. For those of you not in the US, someone told me that the is it Simple Green, Go Green, Simple Green, something like that works pretty well too to get a lot of this dry caked on mud. I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna add some warm water, not that it really matters, but that should do the trick. I can't even tell you how solid this thing feels in comparison to that Ryobi, by the way. It blows my mind that Ryobi still exists as a tool company when you have options out there that are pretty economical. I hate to say it, but Hercules from Harbor Freight makes a fairly decent product. Even the motor, the brushless motors on those things are not bad. It's got these cool settings. I'm gonna see that one clearly is just straight shot. Like a given to the business. Go and twist that. Okay, I like that. So let's go a little bit more positive on it. Oh, I like that. Whew. The difference between Ryobi and this is night and day. Oh my gosh. Which reminds me, you don't have to take the seats out, but it's one of those deals where when I do wash these, I like to keep them semi-dry or as dry as possible, just because I know that the foam eventually over time does soak up some of that water. Even though it's not a problem, I do plan on replacing them anyway. But when I sell these, I want them to be as nice as possible so I can replace them. Then I get a little bit more cash for them. I do like how low pressure that spray is. The Ryobi one had a lot more pressure to it. Now, as far as cleaning goes, for me, I like to let it soak. Once it starts to dry on the thinner parts is when I come back and hit that son of a gun with that water. Oh yeah. All right, so we're about dry. Just finished up taking the last layer of that dust, dirt, and stuff off. I'm probably not gonna wax until it's completely nice outside, or at least completely summer. But let's go and bring it back to this sprayer quick. At least for the first time using it, this no-name brand, what is it, Tool Daily, was 10 times better than Ryobi. I promise you I wanted to like that Ryobi a lot, but unfortunately it's one of those deals where you purchase it from a company like Home Depot, right, wherever it may be, and then you purchase this from Amazon expecting it to be garbage, but it can't be as bad as the Ryobi. Not only is this not garbage, but for $20 you get the 5 tips, plus something that feels heavy duty. It's heavy, it's not like it's super light. It legitimately has a good amount of weight to it. With that said, I'm gonna go and rate this bad boy 4 stars. I couldn't ask for much more than what it is. So with that said, guys, I appreciate you joining me in the shop. Till next time.